Hey hockey fans, I'm Monika McKenzie, joined by Rett McGibbon, and unfortunately hockey has come to a close here in Lynchburg for the season. Nationals is finished, so let's take a look back at what the season was like for the men's D1 team first off. So let's just recap the season. What did you see from them, and were you pleasantly surprised with how well they did this year?
A lot of growth, and yeah, I guess you could say I was pleasantly surprised. I thought a bit more of an expectation from my part, to be honest, that you look at the talent on this team and just I had belief that they would grow throughout the year and become a bit of a force towards the end, and you saw it, through the forward ranks. Baczynski was playing some amazing hockey towards the end of the year, and I think coming in next year as a sophomore, he'll have a more consistent season. Gammer was amazing. Cox really fit into his role well, and then the leadership the captain Hamilton brought was good. So this is a team that is, on the right path. They're moving upward, and it's going to be exciting to watch Liberty hockey for the next couple of years.
Let's talk about what happened at Nationals. I had high expectations for the team. A lot of people did. Why does it seem they keep getting ousted in the first round over and over?
Here's an interesting thought, and that is progression when you get to a high level is baby steps. So if you take a team that, obviously came in last in a year and you infuse them with a bunch of talent, they're going to take a big step forward. But you're at that point now where Liberty hockey and the rest of the ACHA is so good that you go to Nationals, and this is a fresh team, right? This is a young team. You get knocked out against the reigning champs in the first game. Although it seems like you're stagnant, it's not. You're making a step forward. You didn't get blown out. You took them to overtime. In a lot of ways, you outplayed them, but Henry played unreal for them, and unfortunately, you lose in OT. So I still think, and I bet you the team in there believes too, that, hey, we took a step in the right direction this year, and next year you hope to see them go. And I'm not saying they're going to win a national championship next year because, like I said, it's baby steps. So you go there, you win a couple rounds, maybe you make it to the, the Elite Eight or the Final Four, and you lose perhaps again, and then that third year is kind of where you're hoping to bring home some serious hardware.
Yeah, obviously it was a really heartbreaking loss, but definitely a promising future for the team. Yeah. And another Flame has gone pro. Defenseman Zane has moved up to the Norfolk Admirals in the ECHL. Just talk about what that means for him moving on. His eligibility hasn't concluded here at the ACHA, but he's already ready to take that next step.
Yeah, it's awesome for him and awesome for Liberty hockey. I think he can look, next year where, wow, it would have been great to have Zane for another season and have his point production from the back end. But ACHA and especially Liberty now has gotten to the point where they're turning into a bit of a pro creator. You've got guys that are moving on. Jackson Kuhn has played pro hockey, and Morrison back in the day that played pro, and guys are getting more looks at a professional level. And Zane moving on. Cam Backers, who else I was thinking of, he's playing the SPHL. But Zane moving on, ECHL is a great league and a great, first stop for him because a lot of guys have to start at a lower tier so for him to move on to the ECHL and be able to showcase his skills and perhaps, get some reps there. I know he's already got assists in his short time there already. As a puck-moving offensive defenseman, you can't ask for much more than Zane Sharts, so it's great for him.
And what are you expecting the moves for the team to be in the off-season? Do you think they're going to be doing some heavy recruiting to fill in for guys like Sharts and Grant Garvin who graduated, or do you think they're pretty happy with who they have right now?
Well, you're not doing your job as a coaching staff if you're not looking to improve your team, which is, the sad reality of it, because there's guys that'll be bumped out, unfortunately. But unfortunately, that's the business, right? And you hate to see that happen, but it does. But yeah, with Zane moving on, I'm sure they'll probably be looking to fill in a defenseman or two, maybe add a little extra depth. And at the forward ranks, they're pretty well off. Garvin's leaving, like you mentioned, and Gammer, maybe he'll fill in that role a little bit, a big scoring winger for your team. But yeah, I'm sure they'd like to add a few more pieces. But overall, they're pretty set there. But like I said, if you're not looking to improve, you're going to be in trouble. So I'm sure they're going to bring in some guys.
Well, Rett, thanks for your insight all season long. And fans, thanks for another great season of Liberty hockey.